What is up, and welcome to Miss Sonians. It's RJ the Beast
DJ the Kid.
behind me playing Night. Of course, he's playing Fortnite because the new chapter of Fortnite comes out. I think it's chapter 3, season 1. Okay, chapter 3, season 1 of Fortnite is out. Unfortunately, I cannot play with him right now because they disabled split screen, and I don't know why. And it's very upsetting because I like to play Fortnite. I was getting real good at it for a minute there, and now I don't know how long they're going to disable this Fortnite. But while I'm sitting here and kids playing, I was scrolling through some stuff on the internet, and I ran across a like a headline that said 21 true stories about very weird things that have happened, but they can't be explained. So as I'm reading through some of these, I'm like, kid, these are pretty cool to read. So I figured I'll hop on here and I'm gonna read some of these things. And this first one is a pretty crazy one because I've heard of this stuff happening before, of people that are like there and then they vanish real quick or something like that. So this one says, early one morning, is written by a girl who was driving down the street with her mom. It says, early one morning, my mother was driving me and my siblings to high school. It was daylight savings, thus it was still dark outside. So there was barely anyone around. So it's just kind of her and her mom. Just picture this, her and her mom driving down this road. So they come to this red light, and while stopped at a red light, and right before the light turned green, there was a very bright, very see-through man that ran in front of the car, right? So she explained it as she gasped, so it shocked her. And she didn't want to really talk to her mother about it until her mom turned to her and said, "Did you see him too?" I don't know about you guys, but I've heard and seen videos just by doing the YouTube thing. And, because I'm always on the internet searching through things. And I've heard of people that have came there and then vanished out of thin air. Now, I actually saw a video one time of a guy who was walking across the street and a car was coming real fast. And this light flashes by and grabs this guy out of the way. And then the cop drives by. That's crazy to me. And the reason why this caught my eye is because I've heard of this happening before. But this next one says, why am I sharing this, you ask? Well, this week I felt less alone with my unexplainable stories when Redditor you asked, what is the strangest thing that happened to you that you can't logically explain? And people came through with equally odd stories. So here's one. It says, the mystery handprint. Okay. It says, my girlfriend got out of the shower and called me into the bathroom to show me something. Now, the way I'm reading this right now, I think it's one of those things where before I even finish reading it, where somebody like the mirror fogs up and you put your handprint. Kid does that stuff all the time. And I'll walk in the bathroom after I get out of the shower. There'll be a handprint there and it'll look like water driplets kind of running down. So it looks kind of creepy. But anyway, let me move on. There was a very strange, distinct handprint on the mirror. I lived alone and she was the only adult that had been to my house in about 2 years, which we each placed a handprint on the side of the mystery handprint for reference, and neither looked like the mystery print. They still don't know where the print came from. Now, that right there, that is kind of crazy because say you live alone. That's weird, isn't it? You live alone. You have someone come to your house to check on your house. They go to the bathroom. There's a handprint on your mirror. Okay. For one, I would ask this. Do you own the house, or is it a rental house or a rental apartment? Because easily somebody like the landlord or somebody like that could be coming in your house and using your bathroom, which is still not good. Anyway, okay, let's go to number 2. This missing belt is what it's called. It says, I was once changing pants in my room before work and I took off my belt after putting on my other pair of pants. I went to put my belt back on, but the belt was gone. Okay, I don't know about this one. The one, no one else was in my room, and I spent a good 10 minutes looking for it. I had simply set it on the floor. It's been 10 years, and I've never seen that belt again.
Oh, you're not sure about that one? That's kind of scary.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because that sounds like somebody would have made that up. You know what I mean? Like the handprint. I can believe that. And I've heard of people talking about the people that flash on, in front of them and disappear, which I don't know if I believe that or not, but the story is good. Now, laying a belt on the floor, never seeing it for 10 years, I don't know. Okay, number 3, the pink room peril. So this still baffles me. But when I was a kid, we moved into a new house. Oh, the new house story.
I don't like those.
Yeah, but what?
I don't like those.
I know the new
stories.
house stories. Every scary movie kind of starts with, "Hey, we're moving into this new house. Now we're dead." That's every scary movie.
For real.
Anyway, we moved into a new house, and while the realtor was showing us around, I saw a lady sitting at a white dresser in a pink room. This sounds like a movie I've seen. She even waved at me. Whoa.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
When I asked my mom who it was, she just brushed me off because she was trying to listen to the realtor. The weirdest part of this was that once we moved in, we found that there were no rooms painted pink in the house. My family just brushed the whole thing off, despite my being adamant of what I saw. So she saw a woman in a pink room at a dresser that turned and waved to her. The house didn't have a pink room. It says, anyway, fast forward a few years. I'm in high school at this point, and we start renovating the house while stripping the wallpaper in the master bedroom. We found out it was painted pink. The still low key freaks me out. So she saw a room painted pink that was painted over. They moved into the house, stripped the wallpaper off, and the room was pink. That's kind of creepy. I don't know. That one right there, that can kind of get to you a little bit. Okay, I get that one. That one got me. I see that. Okay. This one's called This Jump Back. When I was 12 years old, I went up to Lake Tahoe with my friend and his parents, who had a condo in Ensign Village, Incline Village, I guess that says. One day, the two of us are walking to the bowling alley and had to cross a street at a crosswalk. Right after we stepped off the curb, a car came really close to hitting us. All of a sudden, we're both up on the curb like we were lifted a few feet. We both looked at each other strangely and asked, "Did you jump?" "No." "Did you?" "No." We spent the next hour kind of dumbfounded. It didn't feel like a shove or any use of force. We were in the street, then we weren't. That one right there, I don't know. That one's kind of crazy too, because they're saying they were in the street, they got pushed or lifted without no force, and were on the curb. So that right there, that's kind of strange to me too. I don't know how that would happen, but that one right there is not so. That one didn't get me, but the last one, that one got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that one got kid, but the last one I saw or I just read with the pink room, that one actually got me, because that one kind of freaked me out. The fact that they were in a house, the woman saw a pink room, a lady waved at her. There's no pink room when they move in. Come to find out, the pink room's under the wallpaper. That one's still my favorite. Okay, this one says this reoccurring nightmare. Oh, I don't like the word nightmare. Okay.
I don't like the word reoccurring.
Okay.
Unless it's reoccurring W in football.
Yeah, or reoccurring money coming in. Okay. When I was in elementary school, I used to have the same dream every weekend starting on Saturday when I would go to sleep. Okay. And then waking up in the middle of the night on Sunday morning and throwing up. The dream was always a bunch of numbers. Oh, excuse me. Now, even anything happening, just a bunch of random jumbled up numbers all over the place. I never understood why that happened. So you'd wake up throwing up, and just because you saw numbers? Okay. The same dream would happen on the same night every week, and I would throw up every single time. I always think about it and wonder what it meant, or if it was just some weird coincidence. Okay. So this person is saying they went to sleep on Saturday night.
Mhm.
Every Saturday night, they dreamed about numbers, just random numbers everywhere. Woke up Sunday morning throwing up.
That's weird.
Why? Okay. To me, were they really throwing up, or was it still part of the dream? You know what I mean?
No, because what?
That's my
Why
thing.
would they wake up in the bathroom knowing they're throwing up?
I don't know, but that's the thing is, why would numbers make you throw up? You know what I mean? Unless maybe that person was doing something in their sleep that made them throw up.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's kind of weird too. I don't know if I thought it was going to be like a real cool like nightmare type thing, like getting chased by a demon or something weird. Okay.
Numbers.
Here we go. This one's called, okay, this one might be good. This one's called This Non-Existent Memory. Okay. Non-existent memory. Okay.
I got some non-existent memory.
Well, that's kind of like deja vu, right? You think you remember something and it puts you in that deja vu feeling, but you don't know if you know what I mean?
No, like sometimes I remember things that never really happened, and then they'll happen a little later.
Oh yeah, that's I don't know. I've had that happen a lot.
Same.
Okay.
But, like, I'll think of like sometimes on vacation, I'll think of us going to this place and doing this exact thing,
And then all of a
this
sudden we do it.
exact order, and then we'll do that exact thing in that exact order, and it's just weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay, this one's called This Non-Existent Memory. Let's hear this one. I have a vivid memory of being on the Statue of Liberty as a child, on my dad's shoulders, seeing the skyline of New York City. I remember the ferry we took. I remember that we ate for lunch that day, etc. I've always talked about it, but my family denies I ever went to New York City. I didn't go for the first time until I was 23, but strangely enough, when I went, I remembered everything just how it had been when I was there with my dad. That sounds like a past life thing. You ever heard of like the past?
Yeah, and no, have you ever heard of the story where this kid? So, he was right when he learned to talk. He was like, "Mom, I've been killed before, and I know they're the exact place of where I got killed." And then this kid was telling the mom where to go and stuff, and then they got there, and then they went into the door. And then the kid was like, "Why did you kill me? Why did you stab me with an axe? Why did you kill me?"
Oh my
and
gosh.
then the guy was and then the guy finally admitted that he actually killed him. And then the kid took him to the exact grave where he got buried. And then like that guy got arrested for killing him.
But he was still alive.
He passed life.
Oh my gosh.
And it's weird because he took him to the exact grave where he got killed, and that guy was crying and scared because he didn't know how he was back.
That's crazy. That's like a past life thing. I mean, it's like one of those things where they may have done it like in their past life and they come back. I don't know if you guys believe in that, but if you do, leave us a comment. Let us know. Okay.
He got killed, and then he took him to.
That's crazy. The story that you're saying.
The guy that killed him.
Yeah, the story he's saying, there was a little kid that I guess told his parents when he was old enough to talk that he was killed, and he knew who killed him and where he was. And come to find out, did they find the body?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it
That's
looked
crazy.
exactly like him. But
That's
older.
crazy. That's crazy. Okay, this one's called this near-death experience. When I was 10 years old, I didn't want to go to school one day. I faked a stomach ache so my grandmother, now every kid does that, would let me stay home. I've always been a bad liar. So my grandma tried to call my bluff. She told me if I was too sick for school, then we would be scheduling a doctor's appointment. 3 hours later, I was rushed into the emergency surgery. My face illness was actually appendicitis, and it was so inflamed that if I hadn't come in for that day, my appendix would have ruptured, potentially killing me. I felt 100% fine that day, faking being sick to save my life.
I know.
Wow.
I've heard about that.
You heard that before? Yeah. So this kid faked being sick so he wouldn't have to go to school. And come to find out, his grandma said, okay, if you're too sick, we're going to the hospital. We're going to the doctor. Well, she took him to the ER and found out he could have died from appendicitis. That is crazy.
I just want to know what the grandma thought after that.
Yeah. Grandma's like, hold on. Well, maybe he never told his grandma he was faking.
He probably didn't.
His grandma thought the whole time he was still sick.
Yeah, because why would he? Because if he would have said that he was faking it, why wouldn't she have turned around?
That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna read one more, and only because it sounds good. Okay, this is my last one. It's called This Literal Dream Come True. Literal. Oh my God.
This literal dream.
I'm tired, guys. This literal dream come true. Okay, I'm only gonna read this last one because of the way it says. Okay, this one is strange to me because it was so long ago that I'm convinced I have to be remembering things wrong. I was a young kid at a grocery store. I saw this small toy helicopter that I really wanted for some reason. I, of course, didn't buy it, but the memory of it was stuck in my head. A few nights later, I had a dream that I was playing with a helicopter, but I realized it was a dream. In the dream, stupid young me thought that if I put it under my pillow, it would still be there when I woke up. After that, I woke up and eagerly checked under my pillow. It was right where I left it in the dream. As a kid, I wasn't surprised to find it there, but years later, I still have no clue how the toy helicopter actually got underneath the pillow.
That's weird because I want to read the next one after that because it says another dream come true.
Okay, but let's talk about this one for a minute because this means that either the kid's parent bought him the helicopter and put it under the pillow just coincidentally, or this guy is trying to say that he dreamed something from his dream into existence in real life and was under the pillow. He left it in his dream.
Can I do that?
That's crazy.
Can
I don't know.
dream $1 million and it be under my
I don't know. That's crazy. But anyway, this next one I'm gonna let Kid read, but only because it's connected, I guess. It says, and this other little dream come true. So we're gonna go through this one more. You want me to read it?
Sure.
Okay. Here, let me read it because he's still on the Fortnite. Okay, so it says, when I was in primary school, there was all of these cups in the cafeteria, which were filled with milk every lunch, red, green, blue, but only one yellow cup. Everyone would fight to get the yellow cup like it was the Holy Grail, and it had been that way for years. One night, I had a dream that the cafeteria had gotten more yellow cups, and lo and behold, the next day there were hundreds of yellow cups.
Okay.
That's like one of those dreams you were talking about. But really, that one could be easily explained because what if it's a coincidence they had a dream about more yellow cups, and the school was like, you know what, if they're going to fight over yellow cups, let's just change them all to yellow. That could be that. That's logical thinking, but that could be that. Anyway, I wanted to go over. Anyway, kid's about to die in this Fortnite, and I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I just want to read some of these stories because, like I said, when kids in here playing Fortnite, I try to get on and look at the internet and find some different things. And as I was scrolling through, I saw these stories, and I thought it was cool to share. Anyway, this has been another episode of the Missonians. It's RJ the Beast.
CJ the Kid.
You guys make sure you like the page.
Hit that subscribe button.
Make sure you leave us a comment. We will respond, and let us know if you've ever experienced some things like you heard today. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace.